going from where I live in Wicks up to Shotley, which will be I'm going to try and do a range test on the battery. I've got a spare battery with me because I don't want to end up having to cycle all the way back on Janks's pony, as they say. Or Yanks's pony. Right, so I've got a spare battery, so the aim is to get to Shotley and get back and see how long this battery lasts. I've got it all reset on me thing here, so I'll be able to tell. So yeah, let's get on with it. I have just realised something. I'm using a different Speedo app on my phone, and it doesn't tell you the miles you've done. But I know I'm putting it on the video so I can remember myself. I've done. I started off at 232 miles on my odometer on the bike. So at the moment I've done about just over 2 miles, which is about right. So yeah, I'll be able to work out the distance then. Otherwise it'll be a waste of time, won't it? Oh dear. I'll have to do it again then. Right. Anyway, I will wish everybody a happy Easter. It's Good Friday tomorrow. And that's another reason I'm getting out today before all the holiday people get out, like, you know. Just coming up into Manning Tree now. Nice little place here. Tide's out.
Many minutes later.
Stop here a minute. This. I've never stopped on this bridge before, but look. If you keep going off that way, that's over to Constable Country, Lawford. Not Lawford, Lawford Mill. Can't bloody thing that in there. Right. Get out again now. There you go. That's it, that's the one. Flatford Mill, Flatford Mill. Flatford Mill. The old hospital school again. Big old place there, isn't it? They do keep it nice here though, don't they? It is all very well looked after around here, there's no doubt about it. We're going up here. We're going on a BB road now. This is a nice little road, this one. I like this one. We can get back out onto the main road to Shotley then, if we go this way. A bit further this way, but it's a nicer ride. good hill here and all. It is for a view. Let me show you. What a view. Look at that. Shame about the telegraph pole there, but looking over the River Stour. Sometimes you just have to stop and have a look, don't you? Look at that. Pheasants in the background here. There we are. Well, got some cobwebs on my lens, right? Well, there we are. That's where we are at the moment. We've done 24 miles, 23, 24 miles. So we've got a way to go yet. This view here. I can never stop on the bike. I can't even stop on the bike here, so I'm going to stop here a minute. Look at this view. Look at that. That's Harwich over there. That's Harwich. Halfpenny Pier there, where my finger is. Don't know whether you can see it on the GoPro. Probably not. But and Felixstowe is obviously in front of us here, and Shotley's up this way. So we've got a way to go yet, but yeah. Lovely view. Lovely view. Especially on a day like today. Right, let's carry on. Well, the old GoPro battery died as always. We're getting up towards the main road again now to get to Shotley. So let's get this last bit done. just did there, that guy was in that van, he wasn't pestering me, but just pull over and let him go past. You're not going to get held up much, are you? So, you know, those cyclists who like to take all the road up, think they're being clever, well, one day that might bite you on the backside, because someone might not stop for you and run you over. So just think about that. It's so much easier just to get out of the way, isn't it? Right, look, that's the River Orwell over there. I've just gone past it now, but look at that. That's the River Orwell back down now. Good view. Shotley Marina, here we come. This is all new up here. This is all, I remember this being built, this bit. Looks like they're still building over the back. Looks to me like they're probably getting ready where HMS Ganges used to be. You can still see the mast from here. Yeah, HMS Ganges, see? That's where that used to be there. Site entrance. So yeah. That's the old HMS Ganges there. That's where they used to train all the naval crew going up the... let's have a look down here, see if we can get a better view of it. Have a look. There you go, there's a view of the mast there. See it? I used to train them on that, going up and down that. HMS Ganges. Yeah, they used to go up there to do their rigging and whatnot. Yeah, where they used to train all the younger naval guys.
The mast is HMS Ganges, neither is complete without the other, but one of them has lost a lifelong friend. The mast is nearly 150 feet tall, and part of it originally belonged to HMS Cordelia, brought ashore and erected in 1907. It has claimed the life of at least one victim in the years 1938 to 39. We were introduced to the mast and the Devil's Elbow during our Nozzer days in the annex. Even the bravest were apprehensive of going over the elbow instead of through it. That was only pretend, of course. All the shrouds are missing. They've rotted away and fell away, and now there's nothing left of them. They are trying to preserve the old girl, I think, for posterity. But during my day here, and I think most other boys' days, what we had to do every so often, we were known as mast class. Each mess had its turn, and the fastest were front of the queue, of course, and we had to put our foot on the bottom rope, and at the word go, we'd clamber up and over the mast, using the shrouds as a scrambling net. It was only when we were in the annex that we were allowed to go through the Devil's Elbow. At other times we had to climb over it. For some it was quite terrifying, because at one point you were suspended nearly 100 feet above the parade ground. From the first platform, the view across the harbour was really something to see.
On make and mend days, some of us would spend our time on the mast, working our way to the half moon above the first platform. And I remember once climbing the Jacob's ladder, which you can see just there, and standing on the cross trees, and then shinning up the rest of the mast to touch the button, which is 18 inches in diameter, but it never looked big enough to stand on. But some boys were much braver, and to be chosen as button boy for any big parade or ceremonial do was indeed an honour for which they were rewarded with enough money to buy 4 cigarettes.
Not much left of it now, unfortunately. A few old buildings there, look. Yeah, shame, isn't it? It's a bloody shame, isn't it? There you are, that's HMS Ganges. Oh. Let's go to Shotley. Carriage is over there. Go no further. Can't go no further than that. That's all right. Right, where are we? Let's have a look. Nice Harwich over there. See the church over there. I don't know whether you can make it out on this camera, but yeah, Harwich is just right over there in that direction. Where my finger is. That's Felix Dove over there. There you are. A little bit of Shotley. A little bit of Shotley. Let's have a look. So we've done 30 miles now. According to that. I don't know about this. This says 20. I know I've done more than 20. I know I've definitely done more than 20. That's saying we've done 30. So let's split it down the middle and say we've done 25. So, and we've got, we're on the last green bar now, so we're going to find out how far this goes. Yeah, right, let's head back. Shotley Church, let's go and have a look. Yeah, let's go and have a look up here, Shotley Church. So, yeah, let's give it a go. Never been here. No idea where I am. None at all. Let's move the bike here a minute. This is getting a bit crazy. have a look. Where are we? Ah, look. Look at this. Deep mud. Ground nesting birds. Yeah. Cranes Hill. Cranes Hill. What a quiet spot. And the footpath goes that way. It says it goes this way. My bike's down there. Yeah, it can only go down them steps and along there, same place. So, oh well, we'll go and have a look, won't we? Be rude not to look. Now we're here, it'd be rude not to go and have a look. So that's what we're going to do. Got to go and have a look. Flat there, look. I can ride along here, I reckon. There ain't many people along here. Let's go nice and steady. Nice and steady. This is quite a nice ride. Watch the old brambles on the tyres, eh? Man. So that's a footpath there. Well, that's a steepy, isn't it? God, not many people come down here, I don't reckon. Have a quick look. Where does that go? Well, it's going out of our way, I'd say. Yeah, it's definitely a footpath. Well, it's not meant for bikes with stairs, is it? Look at that. That's pretty high. I don't think that many people come this way. So we'll head back, I think. Unless we can go that way. Yeah, we can't go that way. It says we can't go that way. So we go up here. Go back. We'll go back.
I'll put my light in a bottle, something to guide your way. Even if you're too scared to follow, there's a light in each new day. If the moon gives up rising, the sun stops it shining, you know you'll have a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we're finding there's more than one way to go home. I know you're tired of this pattern, 1 up and 3 below. When you're chasing after what matters, your heart knows where to go. If the moon gives up rising, the sun stops it shining, you know you'll have a hand.
I lost it. I still do it. Yes. Has he lost doing no hands on the push bike? I don't think so. Let's try. Yeah. Look along. Uneven. Yes. Yes. Got to watch the bumps up. My tyres are pumped up a bit hard. It'll soon bounce you off.
There's more than one way to go home. Yeah, there's more than one way to go home.
Okay, well, we've made it back to here. If you live around here, you know where we are. Over here. We've done 41.3 miles. And this battery now, which I've just taken off, if you look on the indicator, well, you can see that. That's flashing in it. Holding it. Coming back, that's it. You can see that on that camera? Don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. So yeah, we're down, we've depleted that one. So 40 miles is a pretty good, 40 miles is a pretty good aggregate there, I reckon. Well, I don't think that's done bad. Oh, dropping everything on the floor now. I don't think that's done bad, has it? Not really. So yeah, so 41 miles, so call it 40 miles on one battery. That's not bad, I don't reckon. It just gave me a inkling that the power had gone away as I was coming through Manningtree. It didn't feel quite as sort of responsive. So, but all the same, that's pretty good, isn't it, really? It's been a bit of a few hills, not massive ones, but there's been a few hills. And I know if I was pedalling up them, I wouldn't have been going as fast as I was, that's for really sure. Right, let's get home, have a cup of tea. Well, there we are. That was the total miles I've done. 44.6. So let's get this camera sorted out. Yeah, 44.6. So yeah, it's been all right. We ran out. It did run out round about the 40 mile mark. I got to sort of Manningtree, or just before Manningtree, and the power in the bike, in the e-bike, it had waned right off. Still had a little bit if you put it in mode 5, and it's still giving it a little bit. And I've kept it like that until I got through Manningtree. And the battery went flat on the GoPro as well, which didn't help. But then I swapped them all out just outside Manningtree on the other side of it, kind of thing, on the way back to here. So it done just over 40 miles, or thereabouts 40 miles, so call it 40 miles. Whether you could get another couple of miles out of it if I'd fully charged the batteries, because they've been sitting under here for about a week, I suppose, without being on charge. So I might have got squeezed a little bit more charge in them, but it wouldn't have been much. It wouldn't have been much. So 40 miles, that's not bad. It ain't bad. But it's nice to have that other battery there, just to do that last sort of 5 or 6 miles to get back. Right. So there you are. That is a range test of the Varun M 27-1. Okay, I've put different tyres on it. I've changed the brakes now. I don't know whether that's good or bad. I don't know, it just stops, you know.
2 o'clock p.m. 2 o'clock p.m.
That's my clock, sorry. Yeah, also I've changed the tyres, changed the brakes, got a rack on it. Obviously, I had a bit more weight on it with the other battery. But yeah, whether the tyres make a difference, they might make a little bit of a difference, less rolling resistance, but they're heavier than the original tyres, so swings and roundabouts. But anyway, nonetheless, 40 miles, I don't think he's that's pretty bloody good in it, really, on a battery. Up hills, down hills, and I've done a bit of off-road as well. There's a footpath I took, which you probably see on the video once I edit it. Me being an idiot as always, but here you are. So that is a full range test of the battery on that bike. So yeah, if it's been any help to anybody, good. Usual stuff, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, and thanks to the new subscribers. Thank you very much. We're going to be getting away again soon. Probably we're getting up to Norfolk and be staying out for a little bit longer. So yeah, should be good. Anyway, keep with us, and thanks for watching. Cheers again.